Lotarogar friends, hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and it's time for another work mode workout. Today was max effort press day, and we went with the standing press. Yes, I'm going to be rotating through the max effort exercises. That's stuff I'll discuss further in the future of why I'm doing that, but that's falls more in the category of conjugate training. Again, not the conjugate method, but it is conjugate training. And there seems to be, because of certain individuals, a lot of confusion as to what concurrent means, what conjugate means, all these things. Rotating exercises is not concurrent training. That's your conjugate training. So, rotating max effort exercises, I'm going to get strong at a lot of different lifts. And every time I perform that lift for a max effort, we're going to try to set a PR. Today with the press, it was difficult. I was worried, but that 205 went up pretty good. I was really worried. Do you know why I was worried? Because I did all those extensions yesterday. I'll discuss that further at the end of what's going on with the weak point training. I was worried. I had a lot of tricep dumps. I was worried I wasn't going to be able to press, but it came in, went good. Went ahead and did 210 today, and it went up pretty easy, right? It was obviously pretty much a max, but it went up. So we're going to eventually get that press back to 225 at a body weight of 200 or less. That's going to be the goal, right? That's going to be the goal. It's a lofty goal, but you know what? I hit 227.5 before at a higher body weight last year. You know what? I think it's going to be doable, right? We've got muscle memory. We can get there. It's just going to take time. I did chin-ups today. I'm going to alternate between chin-ups and pull-ups. First time doing chin-ups in a while. But since I'm not doing the cheat curls anymore, I probably need to work in some chin-ups with the supine grip just to make sure my biceps get strong. Even though they're going to be mostly handled by the rows and the face pulls and all that, because there's a lot of volume of that. You guys got to remember, I'm doing face pulls every day. And that might sound like very, very minimal bicep stimulation, but it adds up. Even though it's a lesser exercise, you know, when you're doing 3 sets every single day, you're talking about over 20 sets of face pulls a week, plus heavy pull-ups or chin-ups every week, plus 8 to 10 sets of dynamic rows every week. That's a fair amount of bicep volume. But, you know, this is just to make sure we stay strong with the bicep in that position in the supinated grip. So we'll work these in up to 3 rep maxes. And they went okay. Obviously a little less weight than I was doing for 1 rep maxes before when I was doing Bulgarian training. But I haven't done them. And first time doing them again in a little while. We need to get strong at everything, right? We need to go ahead and make sure that we're periodically hitting maxes on these big lifts. Even something like this, it's a supplemental lift. I'll hit a 3 rep max, right? I think one of my overhead pulling, whether it's pull-ups, chin-ups, I'll work 3 rep maxes on these on my pressing days. But yeah, got up to 70 pounds. Dead hang with 70 pounds for a triple. So that's not too bad. Not too bad. Consider I'm like 20 pounds lighter than I was when I was doing on every day with 90 pounds. You know, so about 40 pounds difference on a triple versus a single. We're pretty close to the same strength. I'm a hair weaker than I was, right? Probably for a max then. If we were to calculate it, I'm a hair weaker. But we haven't done it. And, you know, every couple of weeks I'll come through and hit a 3 rep max on these because I'll alternate the pull-up and the chin-up. There we go. We got glutes for the salutes, got quads for the broads. And then we did bench press. So you guys notice that they were on a belt. This is closed grip pause. I did 285 for a 3x3. Even though we did a different lift for the max effort, it doesn't mean we skipped the primary exercise. And that's what people need to remember. You know, we're still going to do normal back squats. We're still going to do pause bench. We're going to do all that stuff on these days, even if we hit a different exercise for the maxes. Because we need to make sure that technique stays ingrained. We need that technique. And so we won't always want to do our main lift. We just don't necessarily take it to the bleeding edge. All right, we're going to build strength on everything. We want to be as strong as possible in all these different bar paths, planes of motion. No room for weakness. So what's up with the belt? I get compared to people who wear belts for everything. Well, belts are allowed in all these strength competitions. Are they cheating? Yes. Are they allowed by the rules? Yes, and they're not cheating, are they? Belts let you lift more weight. They increase neuromuscular efficiency. Now, we can argue about core all day long. We can argue about abs. We can argue about that in the belt. I think that's a point of contention. The data is subject to interpretation and debate. However, I'm not going to worry about it because I'm training my abs every single day. My abs aren't going to be weak. I'm doing a lot of standing work with belts, and I train my abs every day. I'm going to be training my lower back every day soon too. I'm not worried about it. So what I need to do is, all these lifts, I'm going to get strong at everything. Go back to all the training systems that I know work. Go back to a lot of my older methods. Going to keep dropping the body weight with the keto eventually. It'll lean out between the conditioning work and the keto. But I'm going to get strong again. And I'm going to get as strong as possible. I'm going to get strong on everything. And if I need to wear a belt to get there, then I'll wear a belt to get there. I'm just going to do what it takes. Do what it takes. I've done years of beltless training for you guys. I don't think anyone's going to argue that I don't have a good beltless base. You guys watched me deadlift 575 last year without a belt. With no grinding, it went up easy. So I'm good on beltless. That's fine. You guys have also, I think, at one time seen me deadlift 585 without a belt. I know I've squatted 475 without a belt on camera before. Oh, I'm good. Let's just belt up, get it done, get some big lifts. I'll start slowly bringing my bench grip width out. Belt up for the bench. We'll get my bench up, then people will quit saying, oh, he's weak. He's only benching 335. Closed grip, pause. Closed grip. I get compared to everyone else who, has shorter arms than me, does a wider grip. It's like, okay, I'll go ahead and get my bench back up. But the triceps are going to be key to that. I'm doing the triceps. Triceps are going to get trained 4 days a week. They're going to get priority. And, I had someone actually say, and it shows that people don't really understand this. Why do you let a weak point develop? Why would you let this muscle or that if you just maybe did some tricep extensions once a week? Or you did in biceps once a week and delts once a week, you wouldn't develop imbalances. I'm like, you've been listening to too many people on 2 grams of test a week. If you honestly think that would work, that won't work. You're still going to develop weak points. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you only did triceps once a week and you're prone to a tricep imbalance, that's not going to stop you from developing the tricep imbalance. You're still going to develop it because it's not enough frequency. The only way around weak points is training frequency or drugs. You can do the pure volume route if you're on drugs. But what's the data that we've looked at? Even that, again, that debate with Lyle and Dr. Mike, he pointed out they had a study that showed going from 14 to 28 sets of triceps in a workout didn't do anything, nothing productive, not one drop of extra muscle. So I already have workouts where I hit 14 sets for my triceps. I already have that every single week. Adding extension, that's not going to help. I have to train them at a higher frequency. They have to be prioritized. And since they are my weakest link right now, anywhere in all my big lifts, right? Triceps are my weakest link. They're going to get hit with as much frequency and as volume as I can recover from. With carefully selected exercise. I've chosen an exercise to do all my fluff and pump with. That is one that my tendons can handle, that I'm not going to get tendonitis from, that will actually improve blood flow to my tendons, get the tendons stronger, build the muscle, build the entire tricep, all 3 heads, and thicken my triceps up so that all my pressing goes up, right? That's what we're going to do. It's fine. And as far as other stuff goes, the things that you know are going to become weaknesses, you train those every day, right? Abs, my lower back, I'm about to get again a hyperextension and glute ham raise. I think I'm going to go ahead and get one. Need to bite the bullet on that, all right? Rear delts, I'm doing face pulls every day so that they don't become a weak link, because those are things that are very likely to cause problems. Those are going to be all the muscles you need for stability. Just train them every day. But for now, as far as the strength thing goes and some of this direct work, we'll just do the tricep extensions. That's fine. But I'm going to do triceps 4 days a week until my triceps are no longer a weak link. And on this set, we're just going to progressively overload this over the week. So I'm just going to micro load it up. I hit failure on this 5th set. I hit failure. I had to just turn loose of the bar at the bottom. That's it. I was done. So we know my triceps were pretty well finished off. So I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.